Guys, it's me. Well, I haven't done a video in a really, I don't know how long actually, to tell you the truth. But yeah, well, things have changed. I kind of started going back and saying, I need help and I can't do this on my own, and show me how to do this and what do I need to do, and to actually doing this shit, like into like I mean, obviously I was listening all the time and whatever. Anyway, so this isn't the point of this. But I I woke up this morning and I watched a video, and it was saying, like, like your dreams, like, just keep being persistent. Like, you know what I mean? Learn what you need to do and be prepared for the opportunity, because opportunities will come around. But you know what? Like, say yes to every opportunity, because you can learn how to do it later, right? Like, there's so many, all these little things, but it's like, I, like, come up and ask me what I do, talk to me, because I did lie to a lot of people and tell people what I did before, because somebody had told me when I first entered to, like, the rooms of recovery, and I I was told not to tell people what I did, and to kind of, like, whatever. But yeah, it's and I'm not ashamed of it. That's the thing. I have never been ashamed of what I did until that moment, and I believe that's what kind of has hindered my healing a little. And I'm still going to be doing it for a while. Don't kid yourself. Like, and if you have any problems with what I do, that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that is that's your decision. You know what I mean? Like, I am okay with what I do, and it is, yeah, if you judge me on what I do and not who I am, then that's pretty much, like, that's up to you, right? Like, that, I can't change that. I love myself, and that's cool. I never thought I'd ever be able to say that, to tell you the truth. Okay, so what this is about is, like, because what I want to do is take myself from where I am today, what I'm doing today. I mean, yeah, it's going to come to an end, obviously. Like, that is part of that's like the one last piece of my old life that I have. And I want to change that. Like, I know for me to stay sober, I do have to let go of that. Like, eventually it's going to have to go. And so, everybody knows I want to be a public, I'm sorry, got to change the language there. I just woke up not too long ago. It's like, yeah, wake up with hair like this. Psh, come on. No, I said that to Doc yesterday, and I was totally serious. You should have seen it yesterday. I'm like, thank you, Stevie. And like, anyways, no, congratulations, Stevie, on, like, your next part of your life. And this is the inspiration behind this. It's like somebody who is so great at what she does, and I'm great at what I do, is to pursue, like, your heart, right? And, like, I have been given this dream for a reason, to be, like, an inspirational speaker and to be an author, and like, I so anyway, so what I want to do is take from where I am, and, like I said, come talk to me personally, because I'd rather do this, because my nephews probably will see this, and I want to keep their innocence. They will find out, they will read my book when when it's published and everything like that. So that's like, my book's going to be like no filter, no holds back. I'm probably going to publish it myself, to tell you the truth, because I want creative content and I want all the royalties and everything. Like, what originally got me started in my industry, I didn't get royalties for, and I'm really fucking pissed at, because, like, yeah, I just got ripped off. So I learned my lesson the hard way. You know what I mean? Learn your lesson once, right? Anyway, so I'm going to be an inspirational speaker, and I'm going to be an author. But so, like, last year, it took me from being a junkie, alcoholic, meth head, oxys, all that stuff, to being a marathon runner, yoga enthusiast, you know what I mean? Healthiest version of me. Like, I went from like having a seizure on my living room floor February 17th, like, I woke up on February 18th, to the next February 18th running 21.1 kilometers in, like, into my hairdresser's arms, right? Or she's not even my hairdresser, she's, like, one of my really good friends, I consider. And so, you know what I mean? So anything is possible. So this year I want to go from what I am today, or, like, from what I was, like, I think I started September 27th, 2005, to being inspirational speaking, best-selling author. Okay, and it's like, speak it into existence, right? So what I do is I journal. This is my therapy book, Cassie. And I know it's like, it's funny because this is from, like, 2000 and I think it's 16, yeah. So, and it's funny because it's like, I said I never used to believe in God or say the word God, but it's like, dear God, what? Okay, so yeah, and now I just write, like, the dates, because it's like, I'm like, whatever. And then it's all these other books. So I started reading, because it's like, education's so important, right? Like, the two things people, because I've had a lot of loss and lots of things taken from me, like, sexual things and whatever. And so it's like, the two things people can't take anything from you is education and experience. So, read, knowledge. And so feel the fear and do it anyway. And that most underlying thing is that we can't handle it, right? And then this, the simple abundance, a day book of comfort and joy. And it's just beautiful. Like, it's a daily meditation book, and it's basically about finding your it's the authentic self made is a soul made visible. And it's mostly directed at women, but I think men could read it too, and just like take the she's and put to he's. And I mean, like, I personally don't think that we should discriminate against sexes, because like, whatever, like, fucking look at all the shit that's going on, and I think it's horrible to do that and make people feel bad because of how they're born. Like, that's fucking another whole thing that we can get into, but whatever. And then TED Talks. Like, I walked into the library and literally I just walked and it was right there. It's like I was being guided and pulled to it. It was beautiful. And it's about an official guide to public speaking. And it's like, okay, like, I need to figure this kind of stuff out, right? Like, it's not like I'm just going to be a natural, right? I mean, like, yeah, partially I am, but at the same time, because I'm not nervous about it. I mean, I worry about what I need to say and all that kind of stuff, but that'll figure itself out, right? Like, I need to sit down and write what I want to say, what I want to do. It's like, I know I've had a lot of different experiences. I've had domestic abuse. I've had sexual abuse. I've had trauma. I've had addiction. Like, I've overcome a lot in my lifetime, you know, like, realizing that at any point you can stop and turn your life at any time that you were going the wrong direction. I was going the wrong direction for over 20 years. And I was just like, I don't want to live like this anymore. And then I just was like, fuck it. And I was like, whatever normal Sarah would have done, just do the fucking opposite. Ah, son of a bitch. Realized I should have did that last night too with something. Learning, right? Anyways. And so, you know, and then my life just got really successful. Like, in the sense of, like, I have things that I never had internally that I could never buy. You know, it's not the external stuff. It's not the material stuff. It's what you have in your heart that matters. And that is growth. Because before, I always wanted all the shit that I could buy, all the shit on the outside to make myself look good, because my soul didn't look good. And now it's like all these things that I have in my heart is so much better, you know, and that kind of stuff. But how I get that and this to here to you guys, I'm trying to figure out. And like, that's what this is about. Like, this is the start of the journey, again, restart of the journey. And it's not like this journey ever ended. I needed to go through the darkness to get here, to initiate the fire again. Like, nothing is all for, like, all that stuff I went through with the depression and all that kind of stuff lately wasn't for nothing either. You know what I mean? I learned some valuable things in there too, so I have to thank it. And so, you know, like, here it is again, you guys, and you guys will be seeing me a lot more. Like, I'm starting to feel more comfortable. I watched this thing about connectivity and addiction, and like, I get it. Like, I get the whole fellowship part now, you know, and it's like, do things that are gonna make you uncomfortable, because that's where we're gonna grow, you know. So I'm gonna go for a run and do all, like, I mean, I love running. Everybody knows that. Like, I ran for my dreams and relationships for fucking years. It's great. But I'm gonna go for a run again and start training for Toronto and like properly train and do all these things. And like, I would love people to come with me and run fucking the race in Toronto in October. It's like, we could do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to, nobody has to be crazy like me and run the whole marathon and like in an 8-week training period. They could do it and like start now and train for the whole marathon, or do a half, or do the 10K, or do the relay with a bunch of other people. Like, it would be so fun to go with a group of us, you know? That's just what I think. Anyways, so yeah, thank you guys. I'm going to post this because I want to see, because I'm fucking nervous, and you know what? Do things that'll make you uncomfortable, because that's how we're going to grow, right? Okay, so keep growing. What is that? Keep going, keep growing. I love you guys, and have a great day. Bye.